Chris, here is our lineup. Tell us who we've got.
Florian Unruh on target number 2 from Germany. Nay Callan, now married to Olympic silver medalist Lisa Unruh, is taking on the very talented Steve Wijler, very successful archer, world championship medalist from the Netherlands.
Yeah, there is Steve, 24-year-old from the Netherlands, as Chris said, up against the 27-year-old German archer. And it will be the German who will shoot first on target number 1. It's time for set number 1. So, Chris, what can we expect here? Another tight one?
Oh, absolutely. Florian is actually the reigning Indoor Archery World Series champion as well. He beat Brady Ellison in the finals in Las Vegas in February. Steve, never count him out of a match at all.
Hold on to your hats, because these recurve men's athletes shoot pretty quick. Exceptionally close, that one. So provisional 29 for Florian. So I pulled that one a little bit, but it's a 30 for Wijler. Chris, it's that second arrow. Do you think that's going to get marked up for the German?
I wouldn't like to call it, but I would like to talk about Steve Starr. Fantastic 310s out here in the final. He's facing a really tough competitor here in Florian, who's proven to have success at the international indoor level. But I don't know if you remember, Karen, back in the summer, we had the Lockdown Knockout, our first virtual event, and Steve was hilarious in that. We had the 12 ring, the special ring in the red, and Steve was the first person to go for it and hit it.
Yeah, absolutely superb. That was another brilliant innovation in this difficult year that 2020 has been. And it does indeed look like the second arrow was marked up for Florian. So it looks like they both got 30s and they're both sharing the points. It's time for set number 2. So after a measure, all square, 1 set point apiece going into this second set. The German gets things off and underway with another 10. Another very, very close one. Quite possibly has clipped the 10 ring. Didn't look so happy with that, but that does look like a 30 to me for Florian Unruh. The final arrow is a 10 for Steve Wijler. And again, I think we are going to have a situation where we are going to have a measure, but this time it's on the very first arrow from Steve Wijler. Chris, do you have any thoughts about that?
It's a close one, but I think it's going to remain out. We'll take a look at what the judge calls it. Well, he takes a good look at where the arrow's shaft is. All it has to do is touch that black line to be marked up and him get the 10. Juan Carlos Holgado, the center director, taking a good look as well. Florian Callan's last arrow. He had his head hanging a little bit as he walked off the line. Looked a bit dejected. I think that was that one. But he got a 10. He got away with it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the judges to confirm things, and it has indeed been marked up to a 10. So far, both of these archers, by my reckoning, are on perfect scores. And it's time for set number 3. Chris, you said again that this was going to be a high-quality match, and it certainly has proven to be. Perhaps it has just slightly slowed down a bit as well.
As the pressure builds, it gets tougher and tougher to maintain that quick rhythm. Tougher and tougher to keep those arrows in the middle.
Well, there you go. Drifting up and into the 9. A little bit of a grimace there from Florian. These archers are relishing the opportunity to get back into competition mode. And it's almost as though they haven't been away. Slightly longer hold and another 10, despite Florian not looking happy with that. So that looks like a 29. Wijler is on for a 30 though. And we've put that one right in the middle. For me, I don't see that one changing around at all, Chris. I think Steve has taken the points here.
Yeah, that first arrow, a couple of millimeters out at most from Florian, but that's all it takes to lose that 10, that single point. That'll make a difference in this third set. I love Steve Wijler's shooting style. It's not perhaps textbook. He swings his front arm around a little bit. He makes adjustments as he releases, but he shoots a phenomenal number of 10s. He's not the only archer from the Netherlands to have that kind of a way of executing, but it really works for him.
Yeah, as long as your process delivers the points at the end and you can keep it consistent, that is the game. And I think you can see down at the target end, the score is indeed 4-2 to Steve Wijler, and it's time for set number 4. So Florian Unruh of Germany here on target number 2, left of your screen, will shoot first, trailing by 2 set points. Needs to put some pressure on with some big scores here. On the line, and a 10 for me. Matched by Wijler. Oh, and that one has just snuck away. Just into the 9 ring there from Florian. Wijler looking very relaxed. So a 29 for Florian. A 10 for the match required for Steve Wijler. And there it is, a perfect 30 to finish for Steve Wijler. It looks like he has indeed taken this. He takes a look down at the range. Chris, your thoughts?
No, a fantastic performance from Steve Wijler. 12 10s. There's not a lot you can do against that. And Florian almost kept up with him. Just a couple of millimeters here and there to drop a couple of points. And it just wasn't quite good enough. A huge, fantastic performance from Steve Wijler in his first international for a long time, and he's happy about it.
Yeah, what a celebration. 10s all the way through, and confirmation that Steve Wijler has taken the Lausanne Invitational in the recurve men's competition. A brilliant performance from the Dutchman. A great performance as well from Florian Unruh, but it is Wijler with gold.